Hey Laura, I'm just doing some editing here. You know what I figure? I figure I see people sleeping and people watch that in bed. So I figure, you know what? I'm just gonna set up my phone and do some editing here. Got my coffee. Yeah, he's trying to keep busy, that's for sure. He looks kind of fat. He needs to work out. Let's see here. Cut it right there. Wait a minute. Got that going. Something ain't right. What? That's the same clip. I did something wrong. Wait a minute. Control Z. I think I have two of these here. Oh, that's why. All right, get rid of that. That's what you said about yourself tonight. I gotta work out, man. When I edit, like, all right, like right there, like, I see the definition in my arm. Like, if I, like, look at this, like, okay, like, I see my arm and I'm like, you know what? I'm like 51 years old. I look pretty good right there. So, like, if I show you, like, right there, like, all right, I don't look like I'm 51. I don't look all that bad. But but then like I'll show you like these other scenes that I'm in. Like I'll show you like my arms are all right. It's just my gut. I'm not it's the gut thing. But when your wife makes like cookies, you know, she made like these actually it's my daughter's fault. She made this strawberry shortcake cake. This homemade cake. It was a cake that was strawberry shortcake, and it was so friggin' good. I only had one piece though, so. But like right here, like boom, right there. Look, like I'm picking on myself, but if you can pick on yourself, that's half the battle. Like right there. I look at that, and I'm like, that's not attractive. But what are you gonna do, man? You know, not make a YouTube video. So here I am pushing this big friggin' yeah, I know. I don't drink soda. That's a good thing. All I drink is water. So this part right here, I'm gonna speed all this up. But right now, this is the recipe. Yeah, you know what I should be doing is drinking just black coffee, and I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I think I'm gonna start not having because black coffee is good for you. It's the creamer that's not good for you. Like I've always had good triceps. It's just the bicep I gotta work on. But I just wish I didn't wear this shirt. It looks terrible. I don't even know what the hell I'm editing anymore. All right, so what the hell am I doing here? All right, so boop 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 boop. How are you doing? Are you working on Davinci at all? You doing anything? All right, so boom, cut that out right there. Get rid of that. Then I'm walking. All right, wait a minute. So now I'm going to zoom in here. Get rid of that. Then I come back. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. That's where I messed up. So get rid of that. Then I come back. Yeah, I like it though. Like it took a while to like it, but and this is temporary, guys. Like I wanna make sure that I'm getting OBS set back up again. I just downloaded the right now I'm just using my phone, but oh really? That's cool. So you were gone for a while. That's good. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you lately. I just been busy and like so like I got to get the OBS set back up again so I can do like desktop sharing and all that stuff again. But yeah. But for now I'm using my phone. I know you're working on that your dinosaur thing. Have you been working on that at all? Cut that right there. And I know it's late for you, Laura, too. If you need to head out, don't worry about it. I am a night owl. Well, I'm drinking coffee, so that doesn't help. Gotta shrink this down a little bit. So I want that right there. Cut that out. A lot of crap happening right there. Boom, get rid of that. I'm sorry you can't see everything. This is a pretty big monitor for the vertical on the phone. Boom, stop right there. Cut that out. Alright, then come back this way. Yeah, I decided I'm going to start doing a boatload of lives. I'm actually going to even film how I make breakfast. But I'm going to start doing that once the kids go to school. But like, yeah, this takes a long time right here too. I think what I'm gonna do, let's see, I have to finish up the magazine first and then I'll play around with the dinosaur clip. Yeah, you got the priority things. Okay, now here I want to slow it down because yeah. Right there, I'm going to slow it down, so I'll put a marker right there. Boom. All right. Now all these I'm going to speed up. So we'll go back.
It's been sitting here for a month, and he recruited me to get it running. So let's get it into the garage, see what's wrong with it. Let's go.
You know, I was watching friggin' puppets the other day. Like, I think they had a really cool thing, and then they started getting political. And I was like, you know what? No matter what you believe in, it doesn't matter whether you swing right or left. Don't start talking political. And like, it really wrecked it for me. Um, you're not going to get that here. You're not going to get religion. And the puppets started talking about like they were obviously the people controlling the puppets were like vegan, and they started talking about like, oh, don't eat chicken, and like I was like, well, come on. It was really neat though what they were doing with these puppets. Like they weren't the people talking, it was these puppets. And I subscribed and everything. I was like, I could get into this. And they did like a question and answer thing, and I was like participating in the chat, and then they started like they just totally wrecked it, man. I was like, why do they have to like do that? And so I was like, I stayed subscribed to it. Maybe I'll give it another chance. I haven't been back. I mean, it was only like 2 days ago, but I don't know. All right, so I'm like, here's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna group these all together. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take all these all the way over, except for that one at the end. Now, I'm gonna hit the letter R. And over here, this thing pops up. I wish I'd let you drag this, but anyways. So that's on 100, which means like 100. All right, so I'm gonna speed this up to, let's do 400. And then we gotta hit ripple timeline, pitch correction, stretch to fit. But you know what? Pitch correction doesn't matter because we're gonna take the audio out anyway. And then we'll hit change and then watch it shrink down. Boink, it just shrunk. So here it all is. All right, now watch. Then I'm gonna like detach it. See this little thing right here? This detaches the clips, because if I went ahead, see how they're like all lit up like that? It clicks at red. If I try to delete this, it'll delete both audio and video. So now I'm gonna like hit the little link. Now they're not linked together. Now I can select them separately. So now I want to get rid of these audios. I don't want these because music's going to be in here. So now I'm going to hit the backspace. Boink, they're gone. Deleted. So now, all right. If I hit, now I'm going to hit the letter P. Now it's full size. All right, now I'm going to hit the space bar to play it. Now we can watch it in the fast motion. 4 times the speed. I'll probably speed it up to 500, 5 times the speed. Because it's taking too long. But it depends. I'm going to have to find the music first. It always depends. Like that diaper. I gotta cut that part out. Boom, done. All right, well, maybe I don't. I guess it's all right. I don't know if I should leave the laugh in there, but. All right. And I also have my paper here. All the clips are written down, and as I use them, I cross them off, so I remember what I've used and what I haven't used. Yep. But this is going to be a 2-part video because it's so friggin' long. All right, what else we got? So I think I've used... So now we'll go back to this over here, this icon up here, and switch it back to studio mode. And I can edit within an edit. All right, I think I used all that. That's good. So now I can cross it off the list. Done. Okay, number 3. Let's see what's on 3.
Jolly good. Jolly good.
Oh, this is where I go get... Oh, so I gotta do my in and outs right here, because... In...
Jolly good. Jolly good.
Out. So we want that, and I don't think I'm going to drag in the audio. You could just drag in video. You don't have to drag in audio. And right here, you could do that. Separate them. So... And that's over here now. And we're gonna... I hope I get this video done this week. I've been doing a lot of shorts this week. Oh yeah, Laura, you still want to do the coffee thing? The morning show type thing?
One more. Ha ha ha.
Alright, that one. Now see. Alright, over here, that's this. And it's delayed, so I need to take some of that out right there. Backspace. Click in there. Backspace. Bring it together. And then... Alright. That's pretty good. That, alright. Back to this window. I'm sure there's other programs that do this too, but I like how you can edit over on this side, and then the timeline is on this side, so it's pretty cool. Oh, I messed up. Alright. I is for in. Your timeline's down here.
Two boards. Ha ha ha.
See, this stuff never makes it into my videos when I act like a moron.
Park. Park. One board. Ha ha ha. Two boards. Ha ha ha.
Okay, let me see. So, bring that down here. Now I got a bunch of editing to do in the timeline. So now I don't need two windows, so I'm going to bring it to one. I don't need audio because I'm going to be putting music here, and this is all going to be sped up. So, oh, I know what I got to do. I have to edit this when I was pushing the wheeler. Let's see here. Coffee. All right, so what's that one? All right, that's where it's messed up right there. Well, it's not messed up. I just got to edit it better. Take out that pause. Yep, right there. Go back. Boom. There's a method to the madness, guys. I know it looks like, you know, what's going on here, but it all makes sense once it's all together. And hopefully Saturday or Sunday, the video will be done, and then you can see the finished product. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. I try to upload once a week. Two shorts a week and one full video per week. And then I don't know if I want to take this out where I get off the wheeler and make it look like I stay on. See where I get off? Yeah, no, I'll leave that. But what I'll do is I'll speed this up to like 600. Well, which is like 6 times the speed. That's what I'll do. Come on, hurry up. See, I don't like that pause right there, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... right there, stop. Wait. All right, Control Z takes out your last action. It fixes it. All right. Right there. Right there. All right, now I don't like that pause. It's just... now let's see what happens. Looks better. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, see, you're not even going to notice that once I speed that up. It's going to look like a fluid motion. All right. Then I throw the boards. Got to keep that in there. Then what do I do? I think then I come up to the camera, and this is where it will... it'll fade. It'll blow, like it'll fade to black or something. Boom. But I'll go to the darkest spot right there. Now I'll drag this over like that. Boom. Like that. All right. Now let's shrink this all down. Go over here. Shrink. Let's highlight all this. I think we should do... let's do 500 and see how that looks. All right, now see how short that is. And I think we're also going to change all this to...
see what's wrong with it. Let's go.
500. So we'll highlight this. Letter R, 2, and then 500. Change.
Let's get it into the garage. See what's wrong with it. Let's go.
Thanks for the like, Laura. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, the 500, the 5 times speed's much better right here. Yeah, it looks, that's better. And the frustration level is there. The music will help. But you got to start with the video, obviously, first. And this is why I have a very bad back, folks. Very bad. And then check everything out. Throw the boards. Throw the boards. And then walk up. Boom. Looks good. All right. Now, exit out of there. All right, where are we at? Now go back to studio mode. Okay, we're on 3. Now, if I swear, forgive me, because when I'm not filming, when I don't plan on it being in the video, sometimes yeah, so forgive me.
Three, two, one.
Oh, yeah, great.
Three, you fuck face.
Oh, oops. Yeah, see?
Fucker.
This is what happens, man. I'm telling you.
3, 2, 1. All right,
that's why I mark the videos. They're not made for kids.
It's kind of a chore, but we'll take a walk around. 3, 2, 1. All right, that was kind of a chore, but we'll take a walk around here in a minute. And but first, I need coffee. You need coffee.
We need coffee. That's going to be in my merch shop.
Whew, that holds a whole pot of coffee, by the way. This is a Yeti my buddy bought me. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a walk around real quick.
All right. So out right there. Drag this in. And I messed it up. There we go. Drag this in. Drag it over. Oh, see what's happening? See that? See that? We don't want that happening. So link that back up. I forgot to link them together. The chain. Yoink. Now they're linked. Very important. That will really mess your day up if you do not have that linked together. So make sure you have that. All right. Let's play this. And since I'm going back down in here and editing this, I'm going to go ahead and put it onto single mode.
All right, that was kind of a chore, but we'll take a walk around here in a minute. And but first,
see that slip smack? I hate when I do that, so I'm going to edit that out.
A minute. And but first,
see that? Terrible. And that's why I love the graph down here. That lip smack is right here. So I'm going to take that out. Right there. And right there. That's probably a little too much. So I'm going to back this up just a bit. And you will never know that I did that. Because it sounds awful and people don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And I'm the one who did it. So here we go. Watch this.
And but first, I need coffee.
See that? Much better.
And, but first, I need coffee.
So it looks like a little bit of a glitch in the Matrix, but so what? I would rather see that little glitch in the Matrix.
But first,
but then hear me go.
But first,
so, yeah.
But first, I need.
And I don't like that pause. I hate any breathy thing going on. I can't stand it, so I'm going to take that out too. Again, it'll look glitchy, but I'd rather have glitchy than any pauses. So.
But first, I need coffee. You need coffee. We need coffee.
Sometimes I don't know if I should leave that, but I could always put it back.
Coffee. You need.
All right, so I don't like that. I'm gonna put it back in by hitting Control-Z.
Coffee. You need coffee. We need coffee.
And it actually works for that, so I'll leave that in. And what I always do when I'm doing the coffee thing,
coffee,
I sip and then I cut it. I don't do the whole thing. So right there I cut it.
That holds a.
And I don't know why I went
that hold.
Let's see if it works though. I will leave the shwew in there. Now watch what it looks like when I leave it, me drinking it halfway.
That holds a whole pot of coffee.
Let's take the shoe out of there.
That holds a whole pot of coffee, by the way.
Much better, yeah.
Wait, this is a Yeti my buddy bought me. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. All right, let's take a walk around real quick.
All right, that's better.
Real quick.
I've been trying to get better when I talk to the camera when I'm doing these things. It doesn't always work out, but... All right, get rid of this whole thing. There we go. Go back to my double pane window here.
2, 1. So it's got a it comes with 2 lids, a cold one with a straw, and this holds, it's double stainless steel. Oh, not this. We're talking about this today. And yeah, so let's take a walk around. Here we go. This is a 2006 Sportsman. Now, it is confession time. I did have a little bit of a look-see out there, and I think that the fuel pump is bad. That's what I'm thinking. It will fire on some ether, and I am noticing that the fuel pump, I did disconnect it, and it wasn't pumping fuel. So I did order a new one. I also found this. Not only is this seat shot, I will find out if he cares about that, but it's got.
Oh, I did a lip smack again. I'm gonna have to take that out. And also, I can't stand ums and ahs. I really try hard not to, but when you get, I just did it again. But when you get older, it's just hard, man. You can't formulate a sentence, and it's hard to think of what you're gonna say. It sucks, man.
Got a fairly new air filter in it, which it was serviced. I think he had this serviced, but they failed to replace. Look at this. This is no good. Now, this will cause your engine to run lean, and you could burn out a piston this way. So that is not good. So I ordered one of these things. So we have one of those. So what I'm going to do is first replace the fuel pump, and we are going to go from there. I also put fuel in this because there was very little in it, because he hasn't run this thing, I think, in over a year, because it didn't start. It was running for 2 weeks. It didn't start for too long.
All right, so obviously I was changing tactics there, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to bring this in here and just start editing this timeline now. So we'll go back to the single mode, and I can shrink this down a little bit. I'm doing that over here, okay, because it doesn't need to be that wide. Once I start adding things, oh, I can shove this up here too, I can move this around by this over here. And you're going to need to do that once you start dragging all your audio files in here. And this gets filled up a lot. You're going to start to want to do that. So, all right. All right, back down in here.
So it's got a
yeah, I wish I didn't say that, but I did. But now I'm going to take that pause out of there. So the good thing about this is I can shorten all this up.
it comes with 2 lids.
Right there. Put that out.
Lids, a cold one with a straw, and this whole
Now, if I can get rid of that that'd be great. Let's see if that'll work.
straw, and this whole
A straw.
straw,
All right. Well, I think I can get rid of that.
and
Yep. Watch. I'll get rid of that. And it'll make perfect sense. No need for the
straw. This holds. It's double.
See that? The is out of there, and it still makes perfect sense.
A straw. This holds. It's double stainless steel. Oh, not this. Holds. It's double stainless steel. Oh, not this. We're talking about this today. And
So let's get rid of that
yeah. So
I do a lot of yassos, and I do but anyway all the time also.
today. And yeah. So let's take.
The yasso is I kind of need that for the joke, so I'm going to leave that. But we don't need that.
Yeah, so let's take a walk around. Here we go.
Yeah, it kind of works. It pulls it
Here
off.
we go. This is a 2.
I don't like the breath. Take that out of there. The big old... Take that out.
Go. This is a 2006.
I don't know why I'm so darn winded in this. I didn't do anything. I drank a cup of coffee.
This is a 2006 Sportsman. Now, Sport
2006.
6.
Take that out of there.
6 Sportsman. Now, it is confession time.
Now, let's take that pause out of there. I just like to shorten everything up. That way, it keeps everybody's attention span when they're watching the video. It keeps a fluent sort of motion, and it makes it seem like I was fluent with my verbiage.
Sportsman. Now, it is confession time. I did have a little bit of a look-see out there. And
Look-see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And that's the great thing about having these parameters in here. You could see your pauses.
see out there. And
I know there's one here, so get rid of that right away.
I think...
Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. It's nice of you.
I think that the fuel pump...
I just wish I could, when I'm out there recording, I just wish that I could be more fluent. And but hey, I guess at least I'm recording it. I don't know.
the fuel pump is bad.
I guess when I'm in the moment and I'm doing it, I'm thinking that, oh, this is gonna make a great video, but then I'm sitting down editing and I'm like, why am I doing it like that?
The fuel pump is bad. That's what I'm thinking. It will fire up.
I guess when I'm sitting here, I'm relaxed, but when I'm out there doing it,
It will fire on some ether. And I am noticing.
all right, see, I can get rid of this whole big pause with the That'll save some time. Get rid of that. You know, and by the time I'm done getting rid of the and all the but anyways, maybe I've cut out literally 60 seconds, but it's 60 seconds of time that people don't need to be hearing me going and and ums. So anytime that you could save of people not getting discouraged. Hey, if I'm getting discouraged hearing me say it, imagine how other people that don't know you must be thinking.
Ether, I am noticing that the fuel pump, I did disconnect.
And listen, then I can't even talk.
Sir, I am noticing that the fuel pump, I did disconnect it.
See, I did connect. I could connect. So I'm going to try and fix what I just said.
At the fuel pump, I did
I did disconnect. I said, so I'm going to fix that. Watch.
Pump, I did
disconnect.
Disconnect it.
All right. Okay. I know that I say it properly right there.
Disconnect it.
But I'm going to go back this way and see if I can fix this.
Saying that the fuel pump, I did disconnect it. Pump, I did connect.
All right. I got to go in deeper with my plus sign here.
At the fuel pump, I did connect.
I did
connect.
All right, right there. Now, if I get rid of this, let's see if I can make it say I did connect.
I did disconnect it.
There we go. I fixed it. Here's how it sounded before. This is my original of how I sound.
I did disconnect it.
Now, I'm going to get rid of, I cut it, and I pieced it together. Here's how it sounds fixed.
I did disconnect it, and it wasn't.
Awesome, huh? And because I'm not on camera, you can't see me. You would never know that I screwed that up like a moron, because I can't speak properly most of the time.
I did disconnect it. And
literally, I'm really not making this up. I've had, like, in my life 6 concussions. I've edited and I've thought, why do I speak like that? Why can't I enunciate? Why do I mumble? And I've literally had like 6 concussions in my life, and I thought, that's why sometimes I mumble and I can't speak properly. So.
Pumping.
All right, so let's go back. I'm talking over my edits. So, all right, let's go back.
Saying that the fuel pump, I did disconnect it, and it wasn't pumping fuel. So, I did.
Wasn't pumping fuel.
So.
I can get rid of that so. And this big long pause, get rid of that.
So, I did order.
Okay, so I can go to this, I did order. Get rid of this big old so. You know, so basically this whole segment lasts about, you know, I was in the garage talking for I don't know, 5 minutes. But I can get this down to like 2 with the edit, so that's great.
Pumping.
And how about this let's go back to this
Connect it, and it wasn't pumping.
And it wasn't pumping. I can get rid of the and make it just say it wasn't pumping. Get rid of that.
It wasn't pumping fuel.
So what? You know, there's a glitch right there, but it serves its purpose. So what?
And it wasn't pumping fuel. I did order a new one.
Perfect. I did. And I want to get rid of that little space right there, so it sounds more fluid.
Did order a new one. I also found that.
And right there too, get rid of that.
Did order a new one. I also found this. Not only is this this.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of.
Not only is.
I also found this right after I say that.
I also found this.
I don't like that spike in the audio right there.
Not only is this
right.
Not only it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that out right to there.
on this, not only is this seat
Yeah, much better.
shot, I will find out if I will find out.
All right.
I will find out if he cares about that. But.
And then I did the lip smack again.
But. About that.
And right there. Don't need the butt.
But.
Don't need the lip smack again.
But.
Is that a lip smack? Or is that the. What? No, I think that's the. I think it's that I'm taking off of there.
That. But.
I don't like the butt though. Take that out of there. Don't need it.
About that. It's got a fair.
I don't like that noise. It sounds like I'm doing it, so I'm taking it out. So let's see how that looks now. Yeah, that's much better.
It's got a fairly new.
I just wish I didn't keep going. Sound like a dog or something.
It's got a fairly new.
And then I pause.
Air filter.
I think it's because the long pause is because I don't know what I'm going to say. I think I was like, I don't know what this is called. See, that's what happens when you don't. I don't know.
Air filter in it, which it was serviced. I think he had this serviced, but they failed to replace. Look at this. Look at this.
Folks, that's ADHD for you, man. Undiagnosed, by the way, but that's all right.
Look at this.
I was just about to say something about the air filter, but then like my attention went over to that and I didn't finish what I was saying. I do that all the time. I don't finish what I'm saying in my edits, and I'm like, I have to like do workarounds all the time when I'm editing.
They failed to replace. Look at this.
See that? They failed to, and I was gonna say they failed to replace this, and then I don't even like tell my audience what I'm.
Failed to replace. Look at this. This is no good. Now this will cause your engine to run lean, and you could burn out a piston this way. So that is not good. So I ordered one of these things.
Good, you ordered one of those things. Good. All right.
So we have one of those. So what I'm going to do is first replace the fuel pump, and we are going to go from there. I also.
See, do I need to say all that? Like, can I get rid of that?
So what I'm going to do is first replace the fuel pump, and we are going to go from there. I also put fuel in this because there.
All right, I'm just going to go to the. I also put fuel in this.
And we are going to go from there. I also put.
Yeah, right there, because I don't need to say all that stuff with the fuel pump thing. Maybe I do. I don't know.
So I ordered one of these things. I also put fuel in this because there was very little in it. Because
how do I say
there was very.
Now, I'm going to fix that. Why didn't I just continue to say there was very little?
There was very little, because there was very little.
There was
very.
So I always preach to people, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, don't overthink it, man. Just hit record and start talking. But this is what happens when you don't think about it and just hit record.
There was very little.
Listen to that.
There was very little in it because
I don't know how I'm going to fix that.
because there was very little in it, because he hasn't run the.
I'm over explaining too.
I also put fuel in this because.
Is that why my sub numbers are down? If you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know.
I also put fuel in this because there was very little in it, because he hasn't run this.
Hey Laura, are you still here? Is that why my sub numbers are down?
Very little in it, because he hasn't run this thing, I think, in over a year, because it didn't start. It was running for 2 weeks.
It makes no sense what I'm saying in this. It was running for 2 weeks. No, it wasn't.
These things. I also put fuel in this because. So I ordered one of these things. I also put fuel in this because there was
Maybe I can just get rid of this whole thing I'm saying.
There was very little in it.
All right, we got to find out what happens after this.
3, 2, 1. Here's what happened. He ran it, parked it, and then basically he tried to start it again like 2 weeks later, take it for a burn, wouldn't start. And
all right, good. So maybe I could just.
I also put fuel in this because.
All right, good. I can get rid of all that because, and then just get rid of that. I don't need that explanation because I'm explaining it here.
3, 2, 1. Here's what happened. He ran it, parked it, and then basically he tried to start it again like 2 weeks later, take it for a burn, wouldn't start. And that's the story. He let it sit for maybe like a year and a half or so, and it's been sitting in his barn, and now it's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it.
I don't know what that means, that we're going to get into it, or what we're going to do. I hope it made all sense.
Here's what happened. He ran it.
All right. Now we're going to go to this single edit here.
He ran it. Parked it.
And get rid of this.
Parked it, and then basically he tried to start.
And then, so I'm going to get rid of that basically. That doesn't need to be in there. And then basically, so tighten that right up.
And he tried to start it again like 2 weeks later, take it for a burn,
Much
wouldn't
better,
start.
yeah. Anybody who's new showing up, I appreciate you being here. I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button. If you got any questions, let me know, man, and I'll give you a shout out. Thank you very much. Let me know where you're from.
Wouldn't start.
This video I'm working on, I hope to have out Saturday, at the latest Sunday.
Wouldn't start. And
hopefully I can get rid of that and
wouldn't start. And that's the story.
wouldn't start. That's the story. Maybe I could get. Hopefully it'll sound good if I do that.
And start. That's the story. He let it sit for maybe like a year and a half or so.
Here, get rid of that.
He let it sit for maybe like a year and a half or so. A half or so, and it's been sitting. And that's it. It's been.
Get rid of that.
So it's been sitting in his barn, and Laura must have went to bed.
Sources. Where's my scenes, man? Scenes. Oh, there they are. Device is ocupado. Not okay. I'm getting tired now. What time is it? Yeah, it's getting. Where the heck is it?
we'll take a walk around here in a minute, and but first, I need coffee. You need coffee. We need coffee. That holds a whole pot of coffee, by the way. This is a Yeti my buddy bought me. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a walk around real quick. So it's got a it comes with two lids, a cold one with a straw. This holds, it's double stainless. Not this. We're talking about this today. Yeah, so let's take a walk around. Here we go. This is a 2006 Sportsman. Now, it is confession time. I did have a little bit of a look-see out there, and I think that the fuel pump is bad. That's what I'm thinking. It will fire on some ether. I am noticing that the fuel pump, I did disconnect it and it wasn't pumping fuel. I did order a new one. I also found this. Not only is this seat shot, I will find out if he cares about that. It's got a fairly new air filter in it, which it was serviced. I think he had this serviced, but they failed to replace, look at this. This is no good. Now this will cause your engine to run lean and you could burn out a piston this way. So that is not good. So I ordered one of these things. I also put fuel in this because here's what happened. He ran it, parked it, and then he tried to start it again like 2 weeks later, take it for a burn, wouldn't start. That's the story. He let it sit for maybe like a year and a half or so. It's been sitting in his barn. And now it's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
All right, now we can go ahead and just, and when you're doing, you don't actually have to, you don't have to cut it. You don't have to use the blade. You can actually drag this to your playhead. Boink, just like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, let me see. What am I hitting the inspector for? All right, here we go. All right, I'm all done with 3. Cross out 3. Oh, look at how many more I have to go. Ross Side Paranormal, are you still here or are you sleeping? You're probably sleeping. But I appreciate you stopping by.
We're gonna do, let's get into it.
Okay, we are on, what did I say? Wait, we're done with 3. Now we're gonna move on to 4. Let's see where we're at.
At Capital Group, we take care with crafting our active ETFs so they can make a difference at the core of the portfolio because we don't fit molds.
3, 2, 1. By the way, I know what you're thinking about this platform that I've got, this makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. You're thinking, that doesn't look very safe, but let me assure you, you're right. It is not safe. Do not do this in the privacy of your own home. I am not a professional. All right, let's, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and replace the fuel pump because I already tried the old one and the old one didn't work. So we're just gonna throw the new one on and see what happens. It's right here, let me show you. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Right there, guys. And these are pretty much the standard thing. And I wonder if this is the original fuel pump. Let me see here. I don't think. Yeah, no, it is. It says Japan on it. Yeah, I think this is the original. But nonetheless, we are replacing it with three, two, one, an aftermarket. Because an original is like, I don't know, 130, something like that. eBay. And now it's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it. Like a year and a half or so, it's been sitting in his barn. And now it's here.
Hello, if there's anybody new there, just want to say hi. And for some reason, I don't know if I'm getting messages. Let me see if I can. Say something, because if there's somebody there, just type something, because I am having trouble receiving messages here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know why. If there's anyone that has... Show every message including... Okay, there we go. Yep. All right. Laura went to bed and I missed all of her messages. I fixed it. So if anybody wants to chat, now I can hear you or see you. So sorry about that.
A year and a half or so, it's been...
So if you have any questions on Resolve that I might be able to answer, let me know.
A year and a half or so, it's been sitting in his barn. And now it's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it.
All right.
Wouldn't start. That's the story. He let it sit for maybe like a year and a half or so. It's been sitting in his barn. And now it's here. So that's barn. Barn. It is barn. And now it's here. And now it's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it. It's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get into it.
Get rid of that. All right. Now here we are with the scissor lift going up. Going up. All right, cool. Now at the bottom here, guys, now I'm colorblind, so forgive me if I get these colors wrong. I believe that's red on the top, and I don't know if the bottom is gray, but anyway, these are your in and outs. So that is your indicators on your keyboard is I and O's. Now I'm going to go ahead and this signifies your in and outs. I'm going to go ahead and drag them into my timeline at the bottom here. Scoot this over. Now watch, I'll drag it out, and boom, it puts it there. It won't drag the entire thing. It just drags in the in and out that I want here. So that's going to be the lift portion, and that is this red highlighted area. So now I'm going to go ahead and open up just my single viewer, because now I want to just edit my timeline. That is this. And I'll take just this little bit of the, oops, like that little bit of the pause out of it, because anytime we could save in YouTube is good for the viewer.
Get into it.
Alright. Boink right there, and then drag that over like that. Now we know that we don't want this audio in there of the lift going up, so I forgot I could have just dragged the video down in here. But since I messed that up and I don't want to re-edit this, I'm going to unlink this right there, that little link. And now I'm going to just highlight the audio and backspace. Now it's gone. I also don't want to keep this in real time, that going up. So I'm going to hit the letter R, and it pops this window up. And I am going to make sure it has stretch to fit lit up, ripple timeline, and speed. We are going to do, let's do 500. Now watch this shrink down when I hit enter. Blink. All right, now watch. We're going to hit letter P for, there we go. There we go. So that when I hit 500, that means 5 times speed, 5x speed. So all right, go back to this.
Three, two, one. By the way, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, that was quick. Anytime I'm doing a video, when I'm out there, recording, I like to do a 3, 2, 1. That way I know when I do like to do an in and out on my keyboard, I get ready. So
3, 2, 1. By the way, I know what you're thinking about this platform that I've got, this makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. You're thinking, that doesn't look very safe, but let me assure you, you're right. It is not safe. Do not do this in the privacy of your own home. I am not a professional. All right, let's, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and replace the fuel pump because I already tried the old one and the old one didn't work. So we're just gonna throw the new one on and see what happens. It's right here, let me show you.
All right. I'll hit my link. Don't forget to link them again because you can fall into a bad problem if you don't. All right, scoot that down.
By the way, I know what you're thinking about this platform that I've got.
And again, since we're just editing this window over here, let's, excuse me, more coffee. It's cold, but it's all I got right now.
Know what you're thinking about this platform that I've got, this makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. Platform that I've got, this makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. This platform that I've got, this makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. You're thinking, that doesn't look very safe, but...
All right, I want to get rid of this pause right here. You see this gap? Let's get rid of that. It's just too much, man. That's good. I mean, it's not a big pause, but like I said, in the YouTube world, people don't want
makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. You're thinking, that doesn't makeshift platform that I...
That one too, I don't like that either. I hate using this term at the end of the day, but if you can save by doing this, trimming out these little things and maybe shave off a minute from your video with ums and ahs and pauses, it'll really help keep people's attention span.
Makeshift platform that I have on my scissor lift. You're thinking, that doesn't look very safe, but let me assure you, you're right, it is not safe. Do not do this in the privacy of your own home.
All right. Folks, if you're watching, I'd appreciate a like. Thank you very much. And say hello. Don't be shy.
Of your own home. Your own home. I am not a professional.
And I don't claim to be with resolve either, but
I am not a professional.
And again, I always cut it right in the middle of drinking coffee.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's all
right, I don't like the... Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that one. Get rid of this one. Shrink it down.
Let's, I think what I'm going to do is, I think what I'm...
Get rid of that.
I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and replace the fuel pump.
Like that.
Go ahead and replace the fuel pump because
And I'm going to have OBS running soon. I just thought that I would get this going tonight. So, because I wanted to edit tonight and I didn't have OBS set up tonight. It's been a long time since I was doing OBS. So I will have OBS running, but I don't know if I'm going to do OBS. Maybe I'll just keep doing it this way. I know it's not all that great for you guys, but I suppose I could shrink this down. Maybe I could do that for you, so you have a better screen. Yeah, why didn't I do that for you? My bad. As the kids would say, you know, my bad. My apologies, folks. I think that's as far as I could squish it. I think it is. I apologize. I apologize. There, you can see a little bit more, okay? But over here is the recipe. I'm sorry, this is the ingredients, you know? You got to start out with the recipe. Your recipe are your files. And that's the way I like to explain it. Here's your ingredients. This is all your files that you're going to start with. And then you start building it up, you know? So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to try and answer them the best I can. But in the meantime, please like. All right. Let's see. Here we go. There, that's a little better. I tried to squeeze it in there for you to see.
Do is just go ahead and replace the fuel pump because I already tried the old one and the old one didn't work. So we're just going to throw the new one on and see what happens. It's right here. Let me show you.
All right, that's okay. We'll leave it like that.
It's right here. Let me show you.
All right, now we are on, and the cool thing is if you forget what one you're editing, because, okay, if I go up in here, I numbered all of them, 62 MP4 files, and then I have 13 GoPro files with some B-roll files also. So before I even upload them into my computer, I name them, then I put them up into my computer so that I have a name for them. Because if you just upload them into your computer and let the computer name them, you're going to be lost on what they are. So I just go ahead and give them a number. Now they're in here. So down in here, I know that it says number 4 on it. So I know that I'm working on number 4 still. So I go up here and highlight it. It's also up here too. So let's see. Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Right there, guys. And these are pretty much the standard thing. And I wonder if this is the original fuel pump. Let me see here. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it is. It says Japan on it. Yeah, I think this is the original. But nonetheless, we are replacing it with
Out. And the good thing is I remember what I did here, so I didn't film this too long ago. It was like it was probably like a month now, I think.
right there, guys. And these are pretty much the standard thing.
Take the little pause out of there. By the way, that little light that I'm using, those are such an awesome light. I think they're like 10 bucks. They're rechargeable. They're tiny, they're bright, and they can get into these small places. I have like a bigger one that I got from Harbor Freight, and it's just, it sucks compared to this one.
Third thing, and I wonder if this is the original fuel pump. Let me see here.
All right, take that out of there.
I don't think. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, no, it is.
All right, take that out of there. Now, if I were Vice Grip Garage, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show. He can like pause and he can take forever and as long as he wants. People watch his stuff. He takes 3-hour videos and
Let me see here. Yeah, no, it is. It says Japan.
but for me, I have to edit my stuff down because people will just click off of my stuff.
See here. Yeah, no, it is. It says Japan on it. Yeah, I think this is the original. But nonetheless, we are
And that's where I need your help. Maybe subscribe, give a like. That'd be nice. Thank you. All right, get rid of that.
But nonetheless,
Tomorrow I will go live and I plan on moving my Dodge Dakota into the garage and painting the frame. And what I'm going to do with that is do a live while doing some recording at the same time. So I will be creating a a video while doing the live. So that's going to be my new content that I'm going to do, and then do editing on the side while doing the live. So I don't know if that made any sense, but
Plus, we are replacing it with
all right, now I can scoot this over. Now, like what I was saying is you could scoot this all the way to the timeline, so you don't have to like use the blade and cut it. All right.
3, 2, 1. An aftermarket. Three, two, one. An aftermarket. Because an original is like...
See how helpful it is to do a 3, 2, 1 if you're doing a video, rather than if you don't do that, because you don't really know when you're going to start talking. You would have to look down here in your parameters, but if you don't have your parameters yet, you would have to rely on this to be scooted down here yet. And if you don't have it down here yet, you don't know yet when you're going to come in. So it's great to do a 3, 2, 1 or a 1, 2, 3. I like doing a 3, 2, 1. So it's just way helpful.
I don't know, 130, something like that. eBay.
All right, so now I know that I ended right there, and then I'm going to do another 3, 2, 1, but drag this in here, edit this part.
An aftermarket. Because an original is like, I don't know, 130, something like that. eBay.
All right, cut that. All right, let me see. Scoot that over a little bit. Okay, that's number 4 is down. I go over to my pad and I make sure I cross it off because I'm done with it. This helps me keep track of where I'm at, because when I come back, like say tomorrow, to finish editing, I'm gonna know where I'm at and keep track of everything. Yeah, it's a vicious process. All right, so now click over here in my media pool. This is a media pool over here. And number 5. It'll pop up over here now. And I didn't do a 3, 2, 1 because this is like a B-roll, so now I'm gonna have to figure this out. So I think I'll just hit in. I'll end up editing this down in the timeline. All right, obviously I'm pausing for some reason there. I'm doing something, so I'm just gonna go ahead. I know that I don't need the audio from that, so I'm just gonna drag in the video. And you could do that right here, you guys. Rather than dragging the whole thing from in here, these two things here, this is the audio and this is the video. And you could drag either one of these out if you want, or within this area here, this drags both. These two will separate the two. I can go ahead and I'll show you. Let me go ahead and take that out. I can, so right here, I can just drag the audio out if I wanted to. That's just audio. Or I can just drag video out because that's all I want. And if I wanted to do both of them, I would just drag on the whole thing. Okay. Now I want where the knife part comes in, where I open it up. So it's gonna go like this, boink, right there. Blade, cut that. Blade is Control B. Click in this shaded area, hit. I'll show you what's gonna happen. See the shaded area? I'm gonna hit backspace. Yoink. Sucks it right over. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what is this part? My whole vision is this is sped up as well. Music is over this. And I know that out here somewhere I pause or I'm done. So let me just I put that down and hands go out and boom. There. And while we're at it, well, let's see what's going on here. Oh, this is where this is a joke part. I write Japan on it with a pen for a joke.
Three, two, one. All right, so here is our new one, and we got P for poop. I think it poops. This is the poop shoe. I'm kidding. This is the pump side, and then we have our fuel out and in and all that good stuff. And yeah, this is our pulse right here. And this one actually is made in Japan. I don't know if you can see this. Check it out.
Okay, since there's no more sped up part, this right here, I will hit the letter R, and 300 is probably good, which is 3 times the speed. 3x. Oh, let me put this in single mode here so you guys can see that.
All right, so here is our new one, and we got P for poop. I think it poops. This is the poop shoe. I'm kidding. This is the pump
Should I leave that in there? I don't know.
side, and then we have our fuel out and in and all that good stuff. And yeah, this is our pulse right here. And this one actually is made in Japan. I don't know if you can see this. Check it out. See this. Check it out. And I don't know if you can see this. Check it out.
All right, put this back. I probably swear right here, I think. Because I can't get it to focus.
Three, two, one. It's kind of hard to see, but nonetheless, I see it right there. Looks kind of scratched in there, but it does seem to be made in.
Why didn't I keep going? Stupid.
3, 2, 1. You can kind of see it right there. Yeah, I see it. It looks kind of scratched in there, but it says Japan right there.
All right, yeah, great.
This, check it out. It's kind of hard to see, but nonetheless, I see it right.
Get rid of all that.
You can kind of see it right there. You can kind of see it right.
All right.
See this, check it out. You can kind of see it right there. I see it. It looks kind of scratched in there, but it says Japan.
If for some reason I see that there's a few people here and you've typed something,
There, but it says Japan.
I apologize if you've typed something and I have not replied. It's not because I'm ignoring. It might be because something's wrong.
Japan.
I had a friend in here who was a mod and she typed something and I didn't even know that she did. So my apologies to you if you've tried to talk and I haven't replied. So my apologies to you.
It says Japan. Right there. In there, but it says Japan. Right there.
Okay.
Three, two, one. Look, the point is that it's better than the one that's in there, which doesn't work. And I've had pretty good luck with the scratched in Japanese ones. It's also like 90 degrees out, and coffee brings down your body core temperature. I just want you to know that. So it's a good thing to drink coffee while you're working on a 2006 Polaris Sportsman 450. All right, let's put this in.
That's true. That's so true. I still believe that. I stand by that decision. All right.
Right there. Look, the point is that it's better than the one that's in there, which doesn't work. And I've had pretty good luck with the scratched in Japanese ones.
Okay, again, the coffee sip and the whole tradition behind the coffee sip is to always never finish. Like here's the coffee. Here's the idea. Like that. Wait, I was bringing it down. You never want to do that. Here, right there.
It's also
Right there. That's good. It's kind of like my editing tradition.
the scratched in Japanese ones. It's also like 90 degrees out, and coffee brings down.
All right, see that space? Let's get rid of that. Because by the time I'm done editing out all the space, I bet you I've taken out 2 minutes.
And coffee brings down your body core temperature. I just want you to know that. So it's a good thing to drink coffee while you're working on a 2006 Polaris Sportsman 450. All right, let's put this in. Put this in.
Okay. Now I think some GoPro stuff's going to be happening here. All right, this is 5, and I think it's over with. All right, we're whittling it away, man. I've only got all the way up to 62. 5 is done. But again, this is going to be a 2-part video. But let's see where 6 brings us.
3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, as you saw, there's an entire bracket that holds the fuel pump to the machine.
Okay, yeah, so we've got to go to the GoPro stuff. That's over here. Scroll. So that's why I give everything a name. So I'm going to go to GP1. Click on that. Yep. I know all you're seeing is a giant shock right here, so... There I am taking pictures of the routing of the hoses too, so I don't forget. Very important. Very important, folks. The GoPro parts are always the hardest to edit too. So you know what I do? Actually, just drag the whole thing down into the timeline. And then edit it that way. And on a Polaris, things are metric and SAE. Great, huh? Hey, Mob Flash, how are you? I am editing, and hopefully I will have this video up and running Saturday, maybe Sunday. I try to have one video a week and 2 shorts a week, so thanks for being here. I appreciate it, man. I'm getting tired, though, to be honest with you. But thanks for commenting, man. I've been trying to get people to say something. There's been peeps in here, but like nobody's talking to me.
All right, let's put this in.
But I'm running on empty now. And now somebody like you comes in and is talking, and like now they're not like getting the best of me, which sucks. So I'm sorry about that. My apologies. I don't know what part of the earth you're from, but like it's 2 in the morning now, so I'm like fizzling out, so. I don't, let me see here. Put that there. What am I even doing? So this, and here's the thing with GoPro files, they're so long too. Like a GoPro file can be, geez, I think 20 minutes. Yeah, and to be honest with you, man, like I'm not like a formally trained one. I just, when I was like young, I just started taking cars apart and doing it on my own. So like I didn't go to school for it, but to be honest with you, I think really the best way is like when you're young, maybe somebody showing you how to do it and then taking your own stuff apart and working on it. And I think like oh, you're from India? Cool. Yeah. Like I think the best, like I think we're like live in a blessed society to have YouTube. I mean, I grew up at a time where we didn't have it. And then now to be in a time where, yeah, I agree. Now, like, to like grow up in a time where, like, for example, this is a four-wheeler that I'm working on in this. And I was having trouble with it, and it lost spark to the spark plug. And I really did not find the answer on YouTube, but I did find the answer on a forum. But it was buried deep in a forum where I took a few days to find the answer that I was looking for. One thread, like, and I explained that in the video, and it like saved me. It saved me a lot of money. If the internet wasn't around, it would have cost me a lot of money. This isn't my four-wheeler. This is actually for a customer. It would have cost the customer a lot of money. So it's truly a blessing if you use it for what it's intended for. So yeah. And really, I started my YouTube channel. Somebody was like, you should be filming this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Nobody's going to watch. And like, I don't have like a lot of subscribers or anything, but I do have to say the people that I do have that have subscribed to me, I'm proud of it because they obviously have subscribed because they like it. So that's all I can say. And this whole thing right here, like, you're coming in at a bad time too, because I'm editing a part with a GoPro segment and it kind of sucks, man. Like, sorry that you're coming in at this point right here. So what time is it in India right now? Is it, it's probably morning for you. Really? So have you seen my shorts? Well, I appreciate that, man. Okay, that's cool. So 11:30, 11:38. All right. All right. I don't even. Okay, so what was I doing? I was labeling the fuel line. I totally get the fuel lines wrong in this too. I think I hook them up wrong too. This turns out to be a disaster. I can't believe you've seen my shorts. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. Did you see my the Porsche 944, the burnout, where I lay down some rubber in it? That one's pretty cool. I did that one like last year. Well, I didn't make the short last year, but I filmed that last year. I actually just started making the shorts, actually, and I hadn't thought to do those, and somebody was like, you should start making shorts, and I was like, all right. So they're way more easy than doing this stuff, that's for sure. All right, cut that right there. Bro, thank you so much, man. I'm flattered. It's really cool, man. Like, I remember, like, so, like, I used to do live shows, and I had, like, a mechanic friend of mine, and we would do, like, question and answers, and he's, like, trained. A trained mechanic. He, like, went to school for it, and it's funny, because we bounce off of each other. I know a lot of stuff that he doesn't know, but he knows a lot of stuff that I don't know. And, I don't know where I'm going with the story, but anyway, oh, when we would do our show, like, there'd be, like, people from England and stuff, and, a podcast, exactly. See, that's like my ADHD, like, I can't think sometimes. And, it's just crazy, like, that, to have, like, people from all around the world, like, watching you and stuff, and then there's, like, somebody like you. It's probably Tuesday for you. I mean, it's Tuesday for me too. It's like 2 a.m. But it's cool. And then I'm like, I came across all these live channels just like 2 days ago, and I'm watching these Indian women, like, cooking. and like street, not so much street food, but they're just in their homes and they're like filming themselves cooking. And dude, I say this with the utmost respect. Like, I'm a married guy and stuff and everything, and like I told my wife, I'm like, I said they like dress beautifully. Like they, I said this to my wife. I go, they take such pride in the way they dress. Their earrings are like beautiful. They have like the fabric that they wear and everything is like so pretty that everything that they wear, like I'm just like amazed at. I don't, and I could probably I can you tell me they don't do that for like YouTube, right? They dress like that all the time, correct? That's just the way that they dress. And I was just like, it's amazing to me how beautiful that they look all the time with the vibrant colors and yeah, all the time. Yeah, it's just amazing to me. Like the like royal blues and all that stuff. It's just crazy amazing to me. And then over here, I know you've heard of like our like Walmart and stuff. They go to like I don't. My wife doesn't. My wife dresses very nice. But they'll go to like Walmart in like their pajamas. It's just amazing to me, you know. Um, and then I'll like find these lives of like your culture, and I see these beautiful women who take pride in the way that they look, and I just think they're just at home. They're not even like out. They're just at home making dinner, and they're like some of them are like sitting on the floor. They're sitting on the floor, and they oh dude, they have like these knives. They're like these big huge knives, and they're like mounted on the floor. They're not mounted, but they're like on this pedestal, and they're like cutting like fish and stuff. But they still like they're dressed like perfect. But yet over here sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, once in a great while, I don't see it all the time. You'll see somebody at Walmart like dressed in their pajamas. It's just funny. Um, Mob Flash says nowadays some Indian women's are getting influenced by Western culture and having affairs, buddy. Yeah, I'm very old school, very like traditional. So is my wife. Like we're very happily married. We're very happy together. We've been married for I think it's 22. She would kill me right now if she's sleeping. 22 years. Yeah, I'm very blessed. Very blessed. Three beautiful kids, and I was just talking about this to somebody in a live. I was in the chat, and it's weird that we're talking about this because I didn't plan on this. Nowadays over here, the normal over here is to not get married and to not have children. I am of the minority over here. It used to be you get married, you buy a house, you have children. Um Thanks, brother. So that's what me and my wife did. We got married. We were like super old fashioned. And I'm not like downplaying anybody else or anything like that. I'm just saying that's what we did. We just um and I like my channel, I stay away from politics and I stay away from religion. I'm just saying what we did. We got married, we got a house, and we had kids. We are like not normal. That's not like what it's like, you know, oh, thanks, man. 51 years old, and I try to like try to like keep in shape. I got to do something though. Like I feel it every day. Like you know, it's what is that they call it, collagen? Like it's not snapping back the way it used to, brother. Um, yeah, and it's like, anyways, in her live, this woman in her live was saying like, I want to have fun, and I want to, and she was like pushing 30, or I think she was 30 years old, and I'm thinking, you know, that's fine if she wants to do that. I'm just saying, someday if she wants to like have kids, like it's gonna sneak up fast, and her body's gonna feel it. Um, Thanks, man. I appreciate that too. And and oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, 35 or 40. Yeah, thanks, man. And oh, what I was gonna say was, I get sidetracked. This happens when you're 51. You can't think. But she, when I got married, I told my wife I don't want kids. So over here we have these things that some people call them snow machines, but like uh, we have these things called snowmobiles, and that's what I would do. I would put them in a trailer, and I would go up north, and I would snowmobile like on the weekends. I told my wife that's what I do. I put them in a truck. I go snowmobiling for the weekend. You're gonna stay home, and that's what I do. I go snowmobiling with my buddies, and that's it. I had the truck. I had the trailers. I had the $10,000 snowmobiles back then, and she was like, "Okay, no problem." But she was praying deep down inside, holding all hope that I would change. Well, okay, we'll try for a child. So I had my son, and I told her, she got pregnant, and I told her, all right, you're pregnant, but nothing's going to change. On the weekends, I'm still not here. You're going to stay home with the baby. We'll try for a child. We'll still try for a child, but if you get pregnant, I'm still gone. I'm still gonna go on the weekends. You're gonna stay home with the baby, and I don't want to hear anything about it. God bless her. She was like, okay, no problem. So I was like, okay. She gets pregnant. She has my son, and whether it was a son or a daughter, it didn't matter. As soon as he popped out, I'll admit this, I don't care. I was crying more than the baby. I was telling the doctor I loved him. I was telling the nurses I loved them, and I went home and I immediately sold my trailer. I sold my snowmobile. I wanted to be home with my wife and my child. I didn't care about anything else. The instant love I felt for my baby was like when you walk into a room and it's darkness and you turn the light switch on and it's instant light. That's what it was like when when my baby came out. When I saw my baby come out, it was like a light switch and light coming on into a dark room of love. And so I sold everything, man. And I never looked back. I had bought like another snowmobile, but it wasn't brand new. It was like a used one, and then it just was never the same. I would leave from my house because I could, but now you have everything now. Yes, dude, I could care like the materials. I don't care about it. We're homebodies. I always tell everybody like we're boring people. Like we would rather be home watching like a family movie. Like I would just rather be home just with my kids. And what my point is the woman in that live, the way she was acting and the way she was preaching, she was one of those like she was puffing you up and making like you got to get out there and live your life and you got to get out there and do what you want to do and not let, she didn't say it this way, but she was saying it like, don't let kids hold you back, don't let another person hold you back. In other words, like, don't get married, stay single. And it was such a wrong message to preach, because it really gave a bad outlook. Now, yeah, if you're with the wrong person, it's not good. But if you find the right one, then you know. Always think with your head, not with your lower extremities. You know instantly if they're marriage material. Always think, never be with somebody if you think, can I marry this person? Even if you don't want to marry them, could you see yourself married to them? That's the whole thing. And I knew with my wife that even though I didn't want to get married, because I told her I didn't ever want to get married, I knew that I could marry her. She was wife material. So that's why I was staying with her, because I knew I could. She was wife material, but I didn't want to get married. But the message that woman was like portraying was just, it was not right. And she had no clue really what she was talking about, because she had really nothing to back it up. And if you find the right one, man, it's really awesome. And it's sad when somebody's like really preaching that, you know, like it's bad when that's like the new norm now. It really is. Kind of sucks, you know. Yeah. So most of the people try to find themselves, but people have to wait for that right sign. Yeah, I agree, man. Like and I don't even know what it like. It's easy for me to say, you know, like my son is with a really good girl right now. She's a Puerto Rican girl, and she's awesome. She's great. She brought her family up here. They came over for the up for the summer for a couple days. We had like a cookout with them. Great family, super family orientated people. And it's strange. The dating situation is strange, because I told him, see, they live 3.5 hours away from each other. And I told him, I said, it's not going to work, son. He said, why? I said, well, long distance relationships don't ever work. He said, well, it's not that long. I said, it is though. You work, she works. You guys aren't ever going to see each other. And boy, was I wrong, because they're on like Snapchat with not Snapchat, but they're like live with each other all the time. Like they sit there and they don't. When I was a kid, we'd sit on the phone and like watch TV, and I guess, but like nowadays, like they sit there and they look at each other on the phone, and they're okay with that, and that's like their way of seeing each other. And like, so he'll go like see her like every 3 months. Yeah, like that's old times that I'm thinking of, and I'm like, oh, he's perfectly okay with a long distance relationship. I'm the one who's thinking old. Like, oh, dude, long distance relationship ain't gonna work. And he's thinking, well, and he said this. Well, we'll still see each other. We have cell phones. And I'm like, well, how is that seeing each other though? Like, I'm thinking like quality time. Like, you have to be like next to each other. Like, nope. I'm old, man. It's crazy. Like, it's weird, but I'm glad it works that way for him, because she's a good girl. He's a great kid. So See, sometimes it really doesn't work. You are also right at your point. Yeah, exactly. It's just happenstance. It just so happened to work for him. So um, I'm glad it did because he's happy. So um, you are dad, so it's normal to care about your dude, and that's true. So like he's going to um, see her this. He's leaving Wednesday, um, and I gotta check the car over, make sure everything's good for him and stuff. And I get nervous. It's 3.5 hours, but to me, it's like a lifetime. So, uh, and when he this will be the third time he's going down, and um, well, the first time he went, I just saw my baby leaving, and it's scary. I had to like my wife and I we didn't like it because again we're traditional, and we did talk because he's 19 years old, and we talked to her parents. We said, where is he going to be sleeping? And they're like, oh no, we're the same way. He's sleeping on the couch. So, okay, so even though he's like 19, we're still like, we don't want to like have our thumb pressed down on him, but we still want to be like, we want to know like what's going on. And uh, I don't want to be a tyrant, but I want to know what's going on too. So, but I also told him I always want him to be able to, yeah, he's young, man. And so I don't know how old you are, but like I remember when I was 19, I was stupid. I was I can't believe I'm still alive. I tell my wife that all the time. Like my wife was like a saint. And I just like think about myself and just ridiculous things I've done. So it's crazy. Yeah, my mom also said if you love someone, just tell them, but for me, it's not right. Like, love relationships don't work. Oh, I'm sorry, man. How old are you? If you don't mind, you don't have to answer, but 23. Okay. So let me say this. When I met my wife, I was uh well, I should say my wife was my sister's best friend, and we didn't get together till I was like 25, I think. But before then, I was with like 4 or 5 other women, like long term relationships that when I was your age didn't work out either. And I had that same mindset. It just didn't work out, and I thought that I was doomed. And that's why I had that mindset that didn't want to get married. And when I met my wife, she was like plagued with my mindset. I had a lot of baggage. I had a terrible attitude toward her because of the things that I had gone through with other ladies. And Oh, so it's true approaching a girl with the help of a sister. Um, a little bit, a little bit. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Uh, there was always that sort of. So she's 2 years older than me, and the problem was when my sister. I was only 12 at the time when she came around, and she was 14. So I was like this little rugrat, and she always thought of me as like a little kid. But by the time I had gotten into my teens, I was like working out and lifting weights. But then I was like I was with somebody, and she was with somebody. And then when she'd started noticing me. And then I had broken up with somebody, and then she had broken up with somebody, and then it was like, oh, hey, then the planets aligned, and that's when it worked out. But by then I had a really piss poor attitude. I had a huge ego. I thought I was like God's gift to women because I was like super buffed. I had like huge muscles and everything, and I know I don't look like that now, but I did. And I just had a really bad attitude. And that's like why I was able to get away with like I go snowmobiling on the weekends, and you are going to stay home, and if you get pregnant, you're going to stay home with the child and everything. And dude, that's what happened. We had the baby, and everything changed for me. My attitude changed, and I realized it wasn't just about me anymore. That there was more to life than me. It was about my wife and my child and the family. And actually, you know what happened too? It wasn't about like, there's this word called your immediate family. And I know like over here, probably in your culture, you're very close to like your parents and everything. But I had to like shut it off with intrusive family because they will create a divide between you and your wife. Once you marry your wife, like you are one. And that's like what my wife is like, we are one. And your children are next. For me, it's like God, country, family, like you're like a whole. And then your secondary family is like your parents and stuff like that. So your immediate family is your wife and your children. And I remember when I said that, I've just seen it in the movies, but now I am hearing it from you. It's like nostalgia. Yeah. And when I said that to like, I kind of insinuated that to my parents. They got so mad at me. And it's odd because they taught that to me. In a way. They didn't like really, but I remember them like getting mad at like my grandparents. And I kind of did this same thing. Like they were like putting a divide between my wife and me. And they would start like sort of talking about my wife and like, oh, well, she should. And I didn't like it. Don't talk about my wife. And I had to put an end to it. Don't say bad things about my wife. Because when you talk about my wife, if me and my wife are one, we're one. That's when you take your vows. You become one. you're talking about me too now. So that's what I believed, and so that's what makes it special. And a lot of people think that's what I don't like. You get a lot of people saying, "Oh, that's my wife," and they're not married. So yeah, mom and dad are like Lord for us. I mean, for us, Lord is in every heart. We take care of them as Lord, so it's like you are doing service for your Lord. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I understand. And it's tough because it's a lot different um, for your culture versus ours and stuff. And it actually it isn't, to be honest with you. It isn't, because it really put a divide between me and my parents when I thought that way, and they stopped coming around. It really stopped a lot of things. But I had to, because it was hurting my wife. And I didn't like that. I don't I when you love like your wife, especially like in an intimate way, you don't love your parents in an intimate way. Like you. Oh, and what I was saying too about like over here, like a lot of people like will call their somebody that they're with like their wife and their husband, but they're not married. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I never felt bad about doing that, and in fact, I felt fantastic because I knew that it was the right thing. Um, you are supposed to honor your parents, but like that one has nothing to do with the other. What they were doing, so yes, I do. Yep. My is no longer with us, but in fact, my dad was just here at my house today, and we visited. My dad's a great, fantastic guy, and we get along. Sometimes we don't get along all the time, but we still manage to fix if we don't. And I always tell him I love him, and I always give him a hug and a kiss, and I don't care if that sounds like unmasculine. Um, I always tell my son that I love him, and I hug and kiss my son too. So um, because I want my son to always. My dad never really did that with me, and it always kind of bugged me. I never knew what my father thought of me, so I always want my son to know that I love him, and because no matter what, I want my son to know that I love him. I never want him to be on the fence post about my feelings about him. So never, guys, never be afraid to like give your son a hug and kiss on the cheek. You know, like love you, son, even and for no reason too. Especially, yeah, it's all right, man. Like it's hard. Like I'm not gonna say like when you're like eating your cream of wheat in the morning, like you're not thinking about it sometimes. But my dad was hard to talk to, but he still is. But you know, he was born in the 40s, 1940s, so I just deal with it, and so now your mom and dad are still proud of you. My dad is the same as yours, but I still love him. Don't worry about your parents; they love you. Yeah, um, yeah, it's tough, man. My dad's still awesome though. Like he's 81 and he still works. And he only works because he wants to. He actually enjoys it. It's crazy. He owns his own business, and he's in great shape. And yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. He he's he has like a what is it, like a 38-foot boat that like he captains himself. Well, he has me help him, but like it's too big. Like I tell him it's just too big. Like you need to sell this thing, but he doesn't want to. Like I don't know why he has that stupid thing, but um, but yeah, it has like twin engines on it. It's just I don't. And then there's always something wrong with it, and he's like, "Oh, can you come help me fit?" And then I have to go like crawl underneath it, like in the like engine bay area, and like do stuff, and yeah, yeah. There's a lot of memories with that, but I mean, we did a lot of stuff when I was a kid, you know. Um, but yeah, how about you, man? You got any cool memories that you? I mean, you're 23. How about what do you do for a living? You want to feel like mentioning that? You don't have to be like super personal, but I'd be curious to hear what you do. And I think it's awesome too that you guys speak like multiple languages. You obviously English and like, is it Farsi that you guys speak as well? I've done my diploma in electrical engineering. Oh, awesome. I work in a company as an AutoCAD designer. Oh man, that's awesome. Dude, that is so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So you're a smart guy too. It's not? Well, you're doing all right here. Is it so can you type it out better than you could speak it? Okay, so wait, Farsi is that like Afghan? I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. You fumble between words, yeah. See, Hindi. See, I knew that. I'm sorry, man. I speak Hindi, my religion language. See, Garwali, and a little bit English. I apologize. Yeah. Why did I think? Oh man, Farsi is like from the Middle East. Like my brother-in-law speaks that. It's he's Iranian. I apologize, man. Forgive me. Yeah, Iran. Oh, it's funny though. He's so my brother-in-law. No need to apologize. Man, you're older than me. No, but still. So my brother-in-law, he's from Iran, and he doesn't speak Farsi anymore. He and his English is not really all that good. His name is we call him Moshi, and it's like Moshetta or something like that. And his real name's like we just call him Moji. And so like I don't make fun of him, but I'm like, I'll go, what? And I'll go, Moji, can you speak your native language? He goes, not so much, not so much anymore. And I'm like, because he hasn't been uh, in Iran since the war, since like 1989 or something like that. And so he's been here a long time, so he knows English better than he knows his native tongue, but he has like a thick accent, so it's hard to like understand him. So he doesn't know Farsi anymore. It's really strange. So like I'm like, wait, so you don't know your native tongue anymore? He's like, not a lot. And I go, and your English is not good. We just we like laugh. He laughs too, so it's funny. Yeah, he's funny. He's a funny guy actually. Yes, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like when I hear Spanish, I pretty much understand what they're saying, but I wouldn't be able to speak it. But yeah, definitely he would be able to translate it to English, but I don't think he would be able to speak it back. Does your brother, is he living here in the United States? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, mod flash. So your parents, they gotta be, well, they're actually probably a little bit younger than me. They gotta be about my age, right? 23. So is it just you and your brother, or just two of you? 20, 30, 40. No, I bet you your parents are probably 40. I'm probably older than your parents. Gotcha. Yeah. Is he really? Is he really? That's cool. Was he born in 74? That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. Sometimes it's not polite to know your parents' age. I remember my parents were like, "You don't need to know how old I am." Yo, Pop, what's up, man? Well, Pop, here's what I was doing. I was so Pop, my man Mob Flash Gaming is in here too. He's cool. Him and I were just chilling out. He is from India and he has been keeping me entertained. But before, I'm doing all right. I'm like running on E now. I've been at it for like 2.5 hours. I was editing. That's what I was doing. And yeah, I was doing some editing, brother, and Where's my camera? Why? There. Yeah, I was doing some editing. Oh, you did? Yeah, that's cool, man. So Mob Flash Gaming was saying that too, that he saw him, and I was like pretty surprised too, because he's from India, and I was like, oh, that's cool, dude. Like, um, yeah, actually, so what I've been trying to do is 2 shorts a week and 1 video. So I've been keeping busy. How Porsches have changed in style. Oh, no kidding, man. Pop, have you seen the GT3 RS 911? Dude, that thing, I think that is like one of the sickest cars ever made, like ever. Oh, okay, so Mob Flash says, I have to go now, buddy, but I love your stream. You're awesome, but don't care about the future. Yes, you too, man. So, hang on. Let me just get my camera up. Hang on a second, brother. I'm sorry. So I can. I'm sorry, my camera. I wanted to like say this to you in person here. Connect. Why won't this come up? Here we go. Yes, you too, man. Thank you for stopping by. I want to try to do this maybe every night, or at least when I'm editing. So try to I don't know if you're subbed, but if you're not, sub to me, and I'd like to see you again, okay? So I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks for stopping in. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Oh, did he really? Oh, thank you. Dude, you rule. Thank you so much, man. Blessings to you and your family. And dude, don't worry, don't fret about the woman thing. It'll happen. Don't, when you least expect it, don't worry about it. Just keep doing your thing. Make a ton of money. Don't worry. Awesome. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Your dad's got an Escort GT right now, doesn't he? Or something? You're welcome. Have a good day. Yeah, exactly, Pomp. Yeah, I think you were saying he's got an Escort GT and a Fiat or something right now. He had a Kazi. Yeah, dude. Did he just get rid of that, or was that a while back? Yeah, that's awesome, man. So cool. We don't have those here. If we did have them here, they were like gray market import. You guys got all those awesome cars, the Cosworths. The only Cosworths that we really got here were the Mercedes-Benz 190Es. That's really the only Cosworths we got here that were like factory shipped here. That's an awesome car. I love that Mercedes-Benz 190E Cosworth. Such an awesome car. Yes. Dude, I had to look that up, see, because uh, you guys like get different cars than we get. When you said that in the chat the other day, like a couple weeks ago, I had to go look that up, and such a cool car, man. Like, like I know my cars big time. If I went to like the UK, you'd be like, Bill, what is that car? I'd be like, dude, I have no clue what that is. No idea. And you'd probably laugh and be like, I thought you knew your cars. I'd be like, I do, but I don't know what that is. I mean, I'd be able to look at a badge and go, well, I see it's a Fiat, but I don't know what that is. You don't, yeah, I remember you saying that. You don't drive. Yep. Dude, anytime that like somebody can drive for me, I'm like down. I'm like, please just drive. Like not my car, but like if they're driving, like yeah, I'll sit in the shotgun, man, like passenger seat. I'd rather you drive. To be honest with you, I hate driving now. Like I have my Mini Cooper that needs to get like put on the road. I have my Porsche 944 Turbo. I have the other Mini Cooper that I'm working on. Mini Cooper, they're both Mini Cooper S's. And to be honest with you, dude, I'm like in no hurry to get them on the road. I have 8 motorcycles. I don't want to ride those. I don't. It's too dangerous, man. Yeah, but we don't have Pontiacs or Cadillacs, etc. No Mustangs or Shelbys. Yeah. But let me tell you, it's Pomp. Um, here's why I'm like a European car guy. When I would go to like the store, and my mother would like, she would say, so I'm the youngest. My mother would go, if you're good at the store, my siblings would be all at school, and I would be like the youngest, so I wasn't in school yet. She would say, if you're good, I'll buy you a Matchbox. And she'd always say, I'll buy you a Matchbox. She would never say, I'll buy you a Hot Wheels. I was always in to Matchbox cars like Lesney and not Hot Wheels more than I didn't get into Hot Wheels till later in life. I was way more into Matchbox because they were more realistic than Hot Wheels was. Hot Wheels was always like big tires, and like it didn't make sense to me because I remember in like parking lots, I'd go, hey, and on the pegs, Matchbox made like real cars. And I'd go, that car looks like the car out in the parking lot. Or like there'd be like a Mercedes 380 SCC or something like that, or like that. Yeah, I think you do got a year on. You're what, 52? So, and I always liked the packaging, like the yellow Matchbox. So, like, I remember seeing like a Citroen, and there was a Porsche 911, and like Hot Wheels really didn't have that stuff. It was all European stuff that Matchbox was doing, and Hot Wheels was always like muscle car stuff, and I really wasn't into that. I would like all like the Mercedes Benz and Jags and stuff like that. So I was always like a Euro guy. Like XKEs and stuff like that. So they had so many more than Hot Wheels did. Hot Wheels really didn't start amping up their game until Mattel took them over. Well, Mattel took over Matchbox, and then Matchbox had like an influence. They bought all the dies and transferred them over to Hot Wheels, and Hot Wheels started using Matchbox's dies, and that's where like a lot of their dies came from, Matchbox, and that's why like Hot Wheels started making like Mercedes Benz and stuff like that. But until then, all they had was like Camaros and Mustangs and stuff. So yeah, 52 October. Oh, that's cool, dude. Well, happy almost birthday, man. Matchbox did the Farm Vehicles. Yeah, dude. That was like a little bit before my time, and I never really got into that stuff. I didn't understand that. And they also like had like the gray tires and stuff, but when like in the 70s and like the 80s, I was always like, the first Matchbox I bought was a Porsche 911. And I was like, this is friggin' awesome. My pride and joys were James Bond, MG, and the submersible. Dude, was that um Corgi? Yeah, I had the Tonkas too. I think you're talking, dude. It had to be the Corgi. See, I was never really able to get the Corgi stuff because it was so expensive. I have a Corgi truck, half track. It's a German half track with a trailer, still in the box. That thing is awesome. I love that. My actually, dude, I have another channel. It's called Supercharged Cars. I have like 1,500 subscribers on that. I don't use that channel anymore. Yeah, dude, it's Corgi. Does it have? It's the James Bond. It's the one. Um, it's his one Lotus that goes underwater with the wings sticking out on it. Yeah, it's all plat. Um, is it the one with the wings sticking out on it? The one that goes underwater? If that's the one, dude, that's the Corgi. That thing's awesome. And they made the Green Lantern. I love Corgi. Of course, that's an English company too. See, but by the time all that Corgi stuff got over here, it was even more expensive. So, yep, that's the one. Yeah, and underneath it, dude, had those little skinny wheels on the bottom, so you could still roll it on the ground. Yeah, yeah, that one's great, dude. Do you still, if you still have that, that's pretty good. Most of the time, they're pretty beat up, and they're not worth anything. But I always wanted the one, his DB, maybe it's like a DB4 or some DB5. I think it's a 1/43rd scale where the roof opens and it'll actually eject the passenger out of the seat. That is friggin' sick. I always wanted that one. I've got the full one of the Justice League cars. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. I've always loved that stuff, man. I think Corgi even made the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car too, or was it Ertl? No, it's pretty much Corgi. I think they made all different versions of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang one. Yeah, until now, like I still have like a lot of they're still up here. I have a lot of toys up here still. I put a lot of them away. I have like a lot of RC cars too. But I put a lot of stuff away to make the studio so I could start like doing music again. Um I gotta start playing guitar. I want to incorporate more music of my own music into my videos of me actually playing drums and guitar. I'm starting to lose my voice. And like doing music videos. Let me see. I had that. It had the bullet shield on boot. That's my favorite film ever. Wait, what's your favorite film? Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. The Bond one. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like the original Batmobile one. Really? So I got a train set. I got an HO train set, HO scale, and the era is like, so it'd be a considered a diesel Santa Fe. It says on the side. Put it under the Christmas tree, and my kids were like little, and my wife's like, "You can't do it." I'm like, "No, I'm putting it under there," and like, "Oh, really?" That's cool. Yeah, dude, we watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang a lot over here. So, Pomp, I don't know if I was talking about this on Laura's live, but that movie made freaking zero sense to me um, when I was a kid. Because, like, you have Dick Van Dyke, who, like, is an awesome act. I love it, Dick Van Dyke, but it makes sense now. But, so he's supposed to be the dad of the two little kids, and then he lives with his dad, who, so now I'm a child watching it, right? And I don't understand because the little kids have the super English, like, I don't know, is it like a Cockney accent or something? They have the super English accent, right? And I'm not trying to insult, but like, I'm gonna do the accent, okay? I'll do the granddad. They're like, Granddad. They're like, Granddad, they're gonna sell the car. We've been playing in it. And then he's like, oh, well, maybe we could go ahead and buy it. Maybe we could go ahead and buy it. And then Dick Van Dyke's like, well, I don't think we have the money to buy it. Um, I've been living in England my entire life, kids. Hey, you're my children, right? Yeah, Daddy, we want to go and buy it. We've been, you know. And then like the dad's like, oh, son, maybe we could buy it. Gee whiz, Dad. Gee whiz, there, Dad. And like when I was a kid, I'm like, I don't friggin' understand this movie. Like, wait, he lives with, he's the dad. He's their children. Did he adopt them? And did the dad adopt that guy? Because like he doesn't. Who is he? I swear I didn't understand that movie. I truly scrumptious. That woman's beautiful. Like she just passed away not too long ago too. Like I looked her up, but she has such a beautiful voice. She's such a good singer. Um, yeah. So like I looked up like why. Turns out when he did Mary Poppins, which I love that movie, um, the uh, English community tore him a new one in his English accent. So he was contracted to do that movie. Yeah, they ripped him a new one in that movie, and so he just said that he didn't want to insult the English community, and he said he would not do an English accent. He didn't want to insult anybody, so that's why he didn't have an English accent in that movie. But I'm thinking, well, why couldn't he just maybe just tone it down a bit, or take lessons like a method actor at least? Like take some training for like a month, like have like a dialect coach or something. I mean, he's Dick Van Dyke, man. Like, he's a great actor. Like, I love Julie Andrews. I think she was so beautiful too. And she's got like a fantastic voice too. She's amazing. Um, yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was just the most bizarre thing about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and And then what's his name was in it too. I think we were talking about this. Benny Hill was in it. It's like he was the toy guy, or what was he? Yeah, dude, I think it was me and you talking about this in the chat. A few weeks ago, not too long ago. it definitely was better than the American accent. It made sense. I remember the first time I ever saw Dick Van Dyke, before like Mary Tyler Moore show, like well all that stuff, like or his show, the Dick Van Dyke show. I never saw him before then. I saw him the first time ever, but I was a little kid, so how would I know? I saw him in Mary Poppins. He's like, hello, Mary. I thought he was English. I thought he was an English dude, and then I saw him in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and I'm like, what is wrong with this movie? Who's this guy? Like, why does he sound like that? Yeah, the toy maker. Yeah, yeah. It's funny that like, man, Benny Hill. Like, what a great show that was, dude. Me too. Like, but if like I'm like super, I get super geeked out about like stuff like that. I look those people up. Turns out like that guy is like they wanted him because he was like a ballet guy or something, or the way he moved, he was like super slinky, and he was like a super nice person, and of course they always are in real life. Like the witch from Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West, was a super nice woman in real life. Yeah. The Gnome Mobile. What was that? What on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? The Gnome Mobile. No, Pomp, do tell. What was that on? I like the I like the married couples. Why is it doing that? Let me see. I don't know if I know that one. No mobile. I think you got me. I think you stumped me on that one, Pomp. Careful. Oh, hey, you know what? Hang on right there. I got something to show you. Hopefully I can find it. Hang on, Pomp. Stay right there. See, this is what happens when I'm under pressure. Oh, I found it. I'm pretty sure these are made in your country. You ready? Remember these? Let's see, except one of the dinosaurs is missing. I detest that film. Yeah. I can only tolerate so much, but after a while, I'm like, okay, I've seen enough, but is this like way ahead of its time or what? The Thunderbird. Pretty awesome. My mother like introduced me to this stuff. I was like, what is this? And then like the production that like how to do this. Oh, there's audio commentary on it. See, I got to I'm gonna watch this, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start making shorts of stuff like this. I want to start doing did you know shorts of interesting mechanical stuff. That's what I want to do. Yeah, but dude, I think it's really bad puppetry, but Lady Penelope, yeah. But I think it's interesting though. It's so bad it's good. It's kind of like a bad B movie from that's old, and when it came out it was crap, but now like it's so bad it's good. It's kind of like an American. It's kind of like an American bulldog. They're so ugly, they're cute. Let's see, story-wise, yes, but the puppetry was diabolical. Yeah. I still, like I said, I can tolerate it. I like all like the rocket ships and crap. Like the puppets, yeah, but like, cause like they have like a stoic look on their face when they talk, and they're like, yeah, but like the rockets and their cars and crap like that. That's what I'd like to listen to the audio commentary on this for, and like the making of. I want to, and then do shorts on my channel. That's what I want to do. Then there was Stingray, Aquamaria, etc. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go. Yes. It's pretty cool. I didn't even open it yet. It was $3. I have another one too. This one is the International Rescue Edition, so I'll let you know how it was. How long is it? How long do I have to sit through this? One hour and 30 minutes. I'm not sitting through this. I'm just kidding. I'll have to. Blue Peter. No, I haven't heard of that. I get that sometimes. No, just kidding. I got another one for you. Let me show you this one. Dude, you ever heard of this one? Let's see if you can not get the glare on there. It's hard to see. All right, how about that? It's called The Earthling with Ricky Schroeder. This is like from, it's mid 70s. Oh, 1980. Blue Peter was a kids program, and one of the biggest episodes they made, Tracy Island from Household Garbage. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, this is an Australian film. So I got this off of eBay. I remember seeing this when I was a little kid, and this is a pretty wild film, actually. It's kind of freaky. Yeah, it's called The Earthling. The the title makes no sense. Like, you're like, the Earthling? Like, is he from outer space? No, it makes no sense. Um, Team America was a Thunderbird style. Okay, yes, yeah, Team America. Dude, you know what? I don't think I saw Team America. Um, I heard the song. But I have to see that movie. Or yeah, it looked pretty funny. I think I saw snippets of it. It looked funny. But tomorrow I am going to stream The Awakening of the Dodge Dakota and putting it into the garage because I got to get the box on it. I have to get that thing going before the critters get in there. It has to be done. I have to get the box out of my shed because things have to go into the shed. It's not good. No, I won't waste my time then, dude. Because to be honest with you, I I don't really like movies anyway. I've been watching like a lot of old stuff. Like, I like watching old stuff. Like, for example, like the Twilight Zone. I've been binge watching Twilight Zone is friggin' awesome, dude. I'll watch Murder She Wrote. Uh, my wife will watch Little House on the Prairie, and like we'll watch that, and like just old crap that like I've already seen like a ton of times. I'll watch it again, and then YouTube. Like I'll watch like car channels. Oh, see, I got a job now. Start permanent nights Sunday, so not gonna be about so much. Oh, dude. Well, I'm happy for you, man. Um, so Sunday night. Yeah, so you're 5 hours ahead. Are you? Is it? So you start permanent nights. Oh, okay. So it's full time then, huh? All right. Red Dwarf, Waltons, yeah, dude. Dude, the Waltons is great. The writing, so if compare it to like Little House and then Waltons is the writing is so much better than like Little House, but Little House seems to be like our go-to. It's my wife and my daughter's go-to. It's like their comfort. It's like their comfort food show, not food, but yeah. I used to watch Chasing Classic Cars. Yep, yep. My big what there's a show, a YouTuber called. He's across the pond from me. He's in your neck of the woods. Matt Armstrong. I watch his channel all the time. I love his channel. Another one called Chris Slicks. He's in your neck of the woods. See, I'm doing 2200 to 0600, 4 on, 2 off. Wow, man, that's a lot. Just yeah, take it easy, you know. My mom was Yeah, I like Bonanza. Watched all those. Um, Little Joe, Cartwright. Um, I think we've all the Little House on the Prairie, man. We've like seen all of those, like so many of them, tons of them, all of them. Like So Top Gear, the Brits or your guys? Oh no, dude, the Brits, man. When they came out with that American Top Gear, dude, it sucked. We all hated it. Why? That's why they canceled it. It sucked. Now, I love Matt LeBlanc. I think he's funny. Um, but dude, it sucked. I love Clarkson's Farm. Um, I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's not like no, I'm up late anyways though. It is. Is it? Yeah. Um, I just it sucked when like they went to like the Grand Tour and all that stuff because it's just not the same. But yeah, that guy's that played Little Joe was an ass, wasn't he? Yeah, Michael Landon. Yeah, he had a bad rap. He was an alcoholic and like a womanizer and stuff. So yeah, he had a bad reputation. Yeah. He was 54 years old when he died, man. Oh, so you like Clarkson? Dude, I love them guys, man. Nobody could ever beat that trio. They tried with. There's like so many versions of that show, and they all suck. They all suck. And no matter like what anybody like says about Jeremy Clarkson, if he's a dink or like, let's face it, he's entertaining and he's funny. So that's why people keep going back to his stuff, man. He's friggin' funny, dude. Yeah. See, was he in the Highway to Heaven or just look like? No, yeah, dude. Highway to Heaven. We watched that too. No, that was him. Highway to Heaven's awesome, man. We binge watched that too. That's a great show. Him and Victor French. Yep, agreed. And that's from a non-car man. Yeah. So do you watch Clarkson's Farm? I like watching that too, man. With Caleb and so when I'm like flip on Amazon, I'm like, oh, there's a new Clarkson's Farm. Boom. I watch it, dude. It's great. Yeah, it's awesome, man. And I wonder, like, all right, how is the town gonna break his chops this time? Yeah. He's friggin' funny, man. He's got a great sense of humor. And going back to Dick Van Dyke, yeah, dude, Diagnosis Murder, um, and his son was in that. That was a great show, dude. I wish we could get. I don't know if that is on Amazon Prime. If it is, I've got to start watching that again. That was a really good show. I used to watch that all the time. I don't watch that, so can't afford Prime. Yeah, that's the only paid program that we do have is Amazon. Um, Other than that, like all I really watch is like YouTube, and like I have my certain people that I watch, like Vice Grip Garage and stuff. That I have my favorites that I watch. I used to love when like Wheeler Dealers was on. Well, yeah, man. Hopefully, I can one of these days hit that 500 sub and get my merch shop going. And one of my shirts will say, "I need coffee, you need coffee, we need coffee." So that'll be one of them. You might know this, that Aaron's wife got 2 to 7 years for conspiracy to murder, didn't she? um, let's see. So how come Joe Exotic got a 23 stretch? Is it interstate reasons? Who's Aaron's wife? Let's see. I enjoyed Chips and TJ's Hooker and Kojak. Yeah, dude. So I think Chips is what got me into cars. I was just talking about this to my wife the other day. We were watching Chips, and I can remember being a little kid and watching Chips. And I think it was the first episode, very first episode of the first season. There's a Porsche 911. And I said to my wife, I go, that's why I'm into 911s right there. That there's a Targa, 911 Targa in it. It's like a 1969. I said, I just realized why I'm into 911s so much. Oh, dude, you know what, man? I'm like really not into like any of that. Like, I don't really follow any of that so much. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Um, I know what you're talking about, but I heard about it, but I'm not sure. I don't really have an opinion on it, so. But yeah, dude, I love Chips. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not too much. I don't have a lot of knowledge in that, so I don't really have a. I can't really formulate an opinion on it. So, bro, I'm. We drove past. Where was I? I drove past a friend of mine's shop, and they had a Fall Guy truck out there. And you probably don't have like that sort of thing a lot out where you are, but like we get, they're called square bodies out here. I just wonder why the prison time's so different for the same crime. Oh, I don't know, man. Bro, I gotta tell you, like, without getting into like getting into it too much, but we have a broken penal system. I'm sure you guys do, and so do we. And without getting into it, it's very lenient, and I don't. It's it's not good. Here, when things happen, people laugh in the eyes of the law, and um, they don't care because they know nothing will happen to them. So it's bad, and I know it's bad for you too. I know that the UK for you guys is bad too. So, and the Eddie Kid, I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, man. But yeah, let's see. I remember seeing Bigfoot when I came to. That's cool, dude. Yeah, I saw Bigfoot too, man. I mean, I know it's easier for me to have seen it too, but that's cool that he was there for you guys. And bro, I got a picture of me with Knight Rider, the car. Not with like David Hasselhoff or anything, but like one of the Knight Rider cars. That was pretty neat. I have it somewhere. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Knight Rider was like my favorite. So was the A Team. A Team was like one of my favorite shows. Oh, really? That's cool. Was he did he break every bone in his body too? Was he just as bad as Evil Knievel? It's funny because like Evil Knievel, like I think he like jumped like 7 times, and that's about it. And like he I don't know. I mean, he was a bad ASS dude, but he didn't pull off many stunts. But in his defense, he was riding like Sportsters that like had no suspension. I mean, dude, he had so much. Let's put it. He had balls the size of Canada to do what he was doing. It's just insane what he was doing, and no wonder why like he didn't succeed on most of the jumps that he did. Our panel system is that we have a hotel, or penal system is that we is that bad. We have a hotel in Portsmouth where they've put the illegals. One R-worded, R-worded a local girl working there, and the police covered it up so the locals didn't kick off. Yeah, dude. I'm enraged, and I can't. I don't even have a comment. Um, we have the same issues here. Just we're just on the other side of the Atlantic, you know. So Eddie Kidd broke his neck and passed away. Man, that sucks. Barry Sheen was the one that broke the bones for England Racing. Gotcha. And then, so Robbie Knievel was Evil Knievel's son. He went on to do many successful stunts. And the reason being is the dirt bikes he was using had, you know, I mean, the technology came along so well. The incredible suspensions. And even his father himself, Evil Knievel, said, Robbie is a better stuntman than I ever was. But, you know, the technology obviously had come so far. And, but still, none of that stuff would be as prevalent or got the kickstart I think that it did if it weren't for him, you know. It was a huge stepping stone. See, then when the protests started, they got arrested. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him on TV. Yep. He passed away, man. Robbie Knievel. He passed away, and I think it was I don't know if it was cancer that he passed away from. I think it was cancer. Robbie. It was not too long ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, he passed away 2 years ago. Yeah, pancreatic cancer. He was only 60. Carl Fogarty. I know who Dan Fogarty is. I don't. Did you had the motorcycle? That's cool. Yeah, Robbie would do like those. I always wanted to be able to like wheelie on a dirt bike. Just be able to like wheelie. I'd love to be able to do that. I still want to be able to do that. I have I bought an R6, the Yamaha R6, and I was bringing it home and I wheelied it on accident. And the jet bike and the tour bus. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Awesome, man. Dude, have you ever ridden a motorcycle? So, and if you have you ever wheelied it on accident? So I was bringing it home and I was in third gear. Google Fergatyville, Fogartyville. You will be impressed with his career. Okay. Carl. Oh, dude, he's a super bike rider. Oh, these guys, these guys are. I have so much respect for these guys. Is he still alive? Yep, that's good. He's still here. Yeah, he's just retired. That's good. Yeah, so you might that was a Hayabusa. So I had a I had a Hayabusa. That's a 14. And Hayabusas are harder to wheelie because they have a long wheelbase. Oh, that's awesome, man. So this R6, so I get on it and I go to I was in third gear and I just wanted to like see how fast it would rev out. Like "Wah," and I don't know, I must have like started going about like 14,000 RPM, 15,000 the power band, and it just went up and just started to loop. I mean, it wasn't going to loop but cuz I like backed off, but it started to wheelie on its own. Like I wasn't doing it. So before when I bought it, the guy he told me he goes, "Be careful with this motorcycle." And like the dude was like probably 5'6", 150 pounds. And in my head, I'm thinking, he goes, "Be careful, dude, because this thing will like pull wheelies." And I'm thinking, yeah, that's with you on it. I'm 6'4", 230 pounds. I'm like, there's no way this thing's gonna do that. So I didn't think nothing of it. And I'm like, let's see, all I had personal was a Honda Vision and You step through. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I rev it out, and it just started to pull a wheelie on its own, man. And I probably got like a 30-degree angle before I was like, dude, I set it down. I was like, ooh, talk about like puckering up your butthole, man. I set it down and I like couldn't friggin' believe it. Because all I was thinking was like, this is just a little 600. I had that bike for 2 weeks and I sold it. The Hayabusa I had for a few months. For like a few months, I sold that too. That was too fast. Too fast. All right, I'm gonna go, man. It's like almost 4 in the morning, and let's see. I think 100 miles is dangerous. Yeah, on two wheels, doing it on two, dude. The Hayabusa, I hit 148 miles per hour, and of course, I think that one topped out at 198. Now, there was no way I was going to do that, but I just knew that I had to get rid of that motorcycle. First of all, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. I have, and it sucks, dude. I've been in many of them. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds is painful. And that motorcycle, like you want to go that fast. Like it's just like it screams for the attention. Like you want to. So I got rid of that bike. I had to. I actually traded it for a BMW. So yeah, that was just, it was a nice bike though. But but I've hit a log at 30 miles per hour on the sea in a boat, and we blew up the deck and hit it. Wow, dude, that's quite the story, man. That sucks, dude. That makes for a bad day at sea. Dude, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, brother. I'm gonna try to do more of these. I'm not gonna try to. I am going to. And it'll be some editing. Let me exit out of this. First, I will go ahead and just make sure I save project. There we go. And Pomp, my brother. And there's some people lurking. I really appreciate everybody. And I'll catch you tomorrow if I can catch anybody. I really appreciate you. Thanks, man. Dude, you rule. I don't know when I'll see you again, but hopefully. It was scary, I bet, man. Especially it really was in the sea and not like just a lake or something, dude. That would really suck, dude. Yeah, I've been on many boats, but like I've owned 3 boats and never had one break down on me, so that's good. So all right, man. Have a good day for you. Good night for me.